everybody, and today I wanted to share with you my plan for February in my bullet journal. I know I've not done one of these since September, so I thought it was about time that I got back on track. So I really hope you enjoy the video. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm drawing just a general calendar for the month. I used to do this as like a double page spread, but I found that I didn't really use it that much and I felt like it was wasting a lot of space. So I'm just going to do the calendar on here and then like my introductory page on here. If you saw my video from last month, you'll know that I'm keeping things pretty simple this year. I still want to do a lot of really nice art in my bullet journal because I just enjoy drawing. But for the first couple of months I want to keep it fairly simple and clean and just see how it takes me. I mean, knowing me, I'll probably revert back to the way I used to be, but for now I'm keeping it nice and simple. So this calendar, obviously it's just little boxes. It's 3x3 squares. And this is just going to include the dates plus any main events that I've got in February. So we're actually going away on holiday for the first week in February with our friends, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then when we get back, the next weekend after that is Valentine's Day, so that's going to be really exciting as well. These hearts I actually think are going to be savings goals for the month, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I just kind of felt like maybe filling in the hearts with colours throughout the month each week would be quite a nice way of saying that I'd reached my savings goals for the week. But like I say, I've not 100% decided yet, but I do think that's probably what I'm going to do with it. So you can probably tell that I'm using pens for this time. I know last year obviously I used a lot of pencils, coloured pencils, but for this first couple of months I'm not using any coloured pencils. It's just going to be fine liners and felt tips, all of which I will link in the description below if you want to go check those out. I just really like the idea of a clean look at the moment, and I'm just really enjoying everything being very, you know, clean lines and nice and defined. Planes and sort of love letters. So because it's Valentine's Day, the initial instinct I had was just to draw hearts everywhere, but I feel like that gets a little bit boring after a while. So for this month I thought it would be quite cool to do little love notes and kind of just stylise them in different ways, because you can kind of make them into whatever you like throughout the month, and I feel like it's something that can't really get old because it's always different. So the first thing that I want to do is just do a very simple circle. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle, to be honest. I didn't measure this, I'm just kind of going off my eye. You know, it's not going to necessarily be absolutely perfect, but as long as you've got the general idea of a circle, it doesn't really matter that much. And this is going to be a paper aeroplane, just like on the other side of the sheet. So this is like my main kind of theme for the month. As you'll have seen on last month's sort of summary flip through, I did stars and moons, and although it was nice and simple, it was a little bit boring, so I'm kind of upping my game a little bit this month and I want to add a few little bits onto it as well. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to do a lot of different you know, love letters and hearts and things like that around the area, and I think it's just going to look really nice. So now that I've done all of my outlining, I'm going to use the red and the pink Staedtler fine liners and the felt tips to just kind of add a little bit more character to the page. So the next feature that I want to show you is actually a page behind this, because as you saw from last month, I kind of got it wrong and I did some of my features before the January homepage, so I just thought I might as well keep it consistent, so I'll do it again this month. So on this page I've got my packing list for when I go away in the first week of February, and I've also got the in-season foods, which I did last month. So if we just take a look at this, as you can see I've got all of the fruits and the vegetables which are in season this month, and I kind of feel like it's really important to do this because when fruits are in season they not only taste better but they're actually cheaper as well, and you know, the nutrients don't get lost because they're in season. So I feel like when they're grown at their natural time of year and you buy them then, that's the best time to buy them personally. So I'm going to use my Tombow dual brush in pink, and I'm just going to shade these in as I did in the last month's in season. So I'm just going to do it in alternate lines, to be honest, just to make a boring page look a little bit nicer. As you can tell, I have got a huge space underneath here which isn't full of anything, and I don't really know what I'm going to do with that yet because I kind of expected more things to be in season this month, but there isn't. So I feel like maybe I will add a meal plan underneath here for the month instead of doing it on its own page like I did last month. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is 2 pages long, so go past this lovely homepage and then we are onto this. Now this is a new feature, I only actually did it yesterday. I would have filmed me doing it, but it was really dark yesterday, so the lighting would not have worked well for me at all. This month I am really all about trying to work out, and if any of you know me, I am not someone who boasts working out at all. I am one of the laziest people you will ever meet, and that's something that I really want to change this year. So first of all, I've got it's just a 5-week schedule, but it's not one that will only apply to 1 month. So this is a plan that I want to apply for a couple of months. It's just that I've happened to start it on this month. But I'll probably put the page number in my contents so that I always know where to refer to when I'm looking for this. So the way I like to work out is I will look on YouTube videos, because I personally don't like going to the gym because I've got a huge phobia of people seeing me do things wrong, and it makes me very anxious. So personally I prefer to stay at home. So on YouTube what I have done is, as you can see, I've got weeks 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 here filled with YouTube videos on different areas of the body, and then I've made 5 playlists which are for each week of the month, and those will be all of the workouts that I'll do during the month. So I might do 2 a day, there might be 3 a day, there might be 1 a day, and then something extra added on there because I also do yoga outside of all this too. So this is kind of a way to keep me on track and help me to work out and focus on certain parts of the body, because when I work out I kind of just do whatever I feel like, and I don't feel like that's going to give me the results that I want. So by doing it like this, I think it's just a little bit more organised. So as you can see on the bottom here, I've got all the different body types that I want to be targeting, and then I've just highlighted them throughout the week. So I definitely recommend this if you are struggling for inspiration and you don't like going to the gym and you just need a little bit of motivation to do something. I genuinely think this is a really good idea to do. And you don't have to do it with the YouTube videos, you can just do it with whatever your favourite exercises are. If you like to go cycling, if you like to go walking, you know, anything, just stick it in here, and at least it's something that gives you a guide on what you want to do. Moving on to this side, we've got macros. Now, I've never really concentrated on my macros in my life, and to be honest, I still don't really know how to do it now. It was just, I was doing that the other day and I thought, oh, I'll just stick this on here and see what happens. So for each day of the month I've got a pie chart, and I will simply fill in a general percentage of what I'm having every day. So I'm gonna draw an ideal on the bottom here of what I want every day, pertaining to the percentages of each macro that I want to be having. So I'm going to draw a big like model here, and then for the month I'm going to try and hit that model every single day. And I'm going to be honest with myself, because usually when I do this kind of stuff I'm quite nice to myself and I shouldn't be. So I'm going to be hard on myself and I'm going to push myself to do it correctly, and I'm going to use MyFitnessPal to track everything, so I'll be able to just copy it over to here so that I can see exactly what I'm eating and then have the motivation to work out. Okay, so now we've covered all the features, I'm going to do my weekly spread. I've not planned anything for this, there's no drawings on here because I wasn't sure I was going to film this today because it's been miserable all week, and as I say that, it's just started raining outside, so I apologise for the lighting on this, but I will try my best to lighten it when I'm editing it. Okay, so that is the weekly spread for February as I see it at the moment. I might add things to it as we're going along, but as you know, I was ad-libbing that. So you can tell I made a really stupid mistake up there, thinking that February had 31 days in it. And I was really confused for a minute because I was thinking, I'm sure it ends on a Wednesday, it doesn't end on a Saturday, and then I realised what the hell I'd done wrong. And then I wrote Monday here instead of Thursday, so I just had to kind of go over it. But just for the purposes of the video, this is my weekly spread. I will probably add a bin collection thing on here as I did last month. So I'll just show you that quickly if I can find it. Here we go. So on here in January, I added a little bin collection thing because we have 4 different bins here in our house. So they collect a different bin every week. So I've just colour coded that so I know which week is which bin, and it just stops me from getting all confused. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you enjoyed everything that I added in here. So it's just one little last flick through. So we've got my packing list in season. I'm probably going to put a meal plan down here. My main page, macros and workouts, and a weekly spread. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's given you a little bit of inspiration, and I can't wait to share lots more videos with you this year. I hope you have a lovely week and a lovely month and a lovely year. So I'll see you later. Bye!